Hello everyone, my name is Michael Sprain, and this is the Week 8 presentation on managing team performance. Teams are groups that organizations put together in order to complete a common task. This can be anything that the organization deems necessary that they have pooled members to complete together. In general, this will increase productivity as members who have come together and are working towards the same goal can generate a higher amount of outcomes than an individual working by themselves. In general, there are three types of teams that we have discussed in this text. The work service teams are those who are performing routine tasks such as assembling and aligning workers in factories. They're typically people of the same level of education and skill set that have been working together for an extended period of time and know their job fairly well based on their experience. Project teams are put together specifically to create a to complete a specific mission. These individuals are typically from very diverse backgrounds that have been brought together by the leadership within the organization to work towards a common goal, utilizing all of their diverse abilities to promote the general benefit for everyone in the company. Network teams are a little bit different. They typically are not geographically located near each other. They are spaced apart and communicate through telework environments. They can be of different education levels, different specialties, and they work together based on this environment where they can communicate via various applications such as Skype, phones, voice over internet, any kind of technology that we developed where they can communicate across the world and to complete whatever goal they have assigned. It's also typical that they're not given hard deadlines, as this distance can create a situation where they're not able to communicate in a timely manner. But it does also leverage the abilities of people who are spaced apart and not focusing on those who are together and can meet face to face, which can add a benefit to the organization by utilizing more of their assets. On this slide, I've presented the 6 keys to team performance. The first thing you want to do is to make sure that you have operationally defined what a team is within your organization. This allows you to ensure that you have created the standard for what you will define as a team and who you will place within that team. Next, you want to ensure that you have set up the standard of measurement for the team's performance. This is similar to a personal development plan where we have identified how an employee will develop themselves over time, and is what we will use with teams also. We also want to ensure that we are measuring their goals. So when a team sets out for whatever mission that we have assigned to them, we want to ensure that they understand what it is that the organization expects of them, the time of their completion, and what we will rate as a successful completion. Within teams, there are many different ways that we can measure the success. There are peer reviews, evaluations, supervisor reviews, all kinds of different things that we can utilize to see how the team has worked together and completed their goals. And the next step with looking at process as well as outcomes, this comes into play when we are at the end of the cycle and the team is getting reevaluated. We want to see what they have done, because that's obviously important as an organization to make sure that they are successful in whatever it is that we have assigned them to do. But we also need to evaluate the process that we have established to make sure that that process works within the environment of our organization, the organizational culture, and the team itself. If we assign them a task and don't effectively create a process for them to complete the task, it may not be within the teams and individuals within the team's fault that they were successful or not successful. This is where leadership has to look at what it is that we are giving to the team to ensure that they have everything they need to complete their task. And looking at long-term changes, we want to, again, go back to the outcomes and the process that we have established and see where they were when they started and how they are now after time has passed. We can rate the change over time to see if they have increased productivity or sales or whatever that specific outcome is that we're looking for over however long of a period of time that team has been established, and see if they are being effective in the long term instead of focusing on the short term. The effectiveness of the team overall. We're looking at not only effectiveness really, but also efficiency, learning and growth, and team member satisfaction. This will allow us to decide how the individuals within the team feel about each other and about the overall success and performance of the team as a whole. After the assessment, we'll conduct a formal review process where the team as a whole is sat before either the supervisor, manager, or